There you go. Just getting everything all set up here. Just getting everything all set up here. Just getting everything all set up here. Oh, one certain mic's working right perfectly. Doubt this will work, but just doing it just because. That should take care of that. All in one go. We are now all set and ready to brace the Eldritch Horrors that lay awake here. And we just do this. Okay. And this is a bitch of its own. Okay. That's alrighty. Your mic's gonna be all iffy, but again, what are you gonna do? But that's much you can do anyways, but So, hello everybody. I ain't been to play Phoenix. Been a while, it's been a month and some time. Keep it simply. It's been a lot of life stuff going on around here. That's all. I keep it simply. And I'm I'm very grateful and lucky to stream today. So it's not gonna be a long one. Not because I'm just gonna not be a long one. But I'm gonna do something different that I don't expect much. Myself is gonna be doing the Sinking City. A game that I was always interested at the time, but I went to hot water due to a bunch of other stuff between many company abusive, so it's stuck where it is, simply put it. But now, after all of it's been done, it finally got their thing right back. It's under their proper right owners, and I want to play finally. And today it's gonna be this one, The Sinking City, a Sherlock Holmes, H.P. Lovecraft inspired. It's quite a mix of it, but it's something different, and I actually quite enjoy. I was always fascinated with this one. I did try another one. Never really got into that, but further ado, let's get going, and we got things to do. I did start It's a Game 4 to play myself. I'm doing my own times, but we're gonna do it this way. Mr. Chalice requests to research Abalasteria and Alkmaar Mas turns around if something correct. Indeed, frequent men and women across the country down Alkmaar. Haunted visions similar of your giant presence, something great yet unknown. And Lockheads believe that they stumbled upon the source of the ailment. A person who might help you is prepare yourself to come to Alkmaar as soon as you can. I'll meet you here, help you accordingly. Johns Verdenberg. Well, that's some German I'm saying. Always, let's get going. Into the world of which people have cleft. Oi. Oh yeah. Wake up, sunshine. Alrighty.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
You eventually will. As requested, this area, Johnsburg.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Now get out!
Jackass.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg.
Johannes.
At your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out
from the crowd.
Good to know that.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already vetted a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering
Sure.
seeds of thought,
Sure.
like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Ain't keep you enough, can you? There they are. Oakmont. I am shocked that's not get by the flood more. Apparently that side is secure. No wonder why. Alrighty. There's the skills. Gonna work that out at some point. Let's get to it. The face of interesting things. To say the least. H.P. Lovecraft horror.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Sure. You bastard. Creating nutcase.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. Now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Not surprising.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dream.
Wow.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
No shit.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. These fishermen supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
We're just asking you, man.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Oh, shit, you fucker.
I've said everything I know.
Yeah, sure you do. Alrighty, so let's go here. Well, this place is so mysterious yet intriguing yet terrifying in the same way.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Oh, son, fine, it is Albert Tharmor. Is in my will, I want a warrior. Don't go outside the depths of Archimos. There is blank on others unreadable text. We should never done that. Everything should be mirrored in that cave. Professor, I fear that'll become of me, seeing my brain dancing eyelids every time I close my eyes. The circle goes round and on and on and on, and the end is coming. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. Here, he is here.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
I wonder why. Alright, let's go and meet this household where the people kept Robert. There's a flashlight. Yeah, then turn on the majority of the times. John casing.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Not surprising, people letting go to their dog.
A book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
I mean, just call him something else. What are you gonna do about it?
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Sure, you old jackass.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. I was at or starved.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. And he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. And the police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Oh, well.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Like a nutcase. Oh, you fuck. Get away, you fucking little.
Choo choo. Ahem. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
I have to see what we got here. fuck? Come on. That means why you being a pain. I got this before, but now why you being a pain? Why you being a pain? Oh, that's how I was rotating, didn't hold it. I had to hold the fucker. Oh, fuck.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Yeah, creepy. This never loses, people suffer heads no thought kind of reason to hate. Get our statements. Duh.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. So the fishermen pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Bullshit.
There's something in the pocket.
So we just give him one more week. I know I owe you, but well, I'm underwater like everyone else right now. You have to own stock operation bar. Still be a fun snooping around. Don't worry, I stuck a nice deal with the proper people. You should have safe supply chain soon. Just another more week and I'll return with double the interest. Peter.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. The door won't budge.
The death of Albert. Oh, what the fuck?
One fatal round.
Hey, get out of there, get out of there. Shut up, you fucker. Great, hurt myself more.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Don't like wasting my fucking health like that. Killed Albert by me heading to the port bar. Oh, come on. The winds and beasts, whatever they're fucking called. It hurt me. You can find 2 hour alcohol again. I don't want to open up. There's 1 alcohol again. I don't want. Let's see how things are on the chats. Probably not as much, but we're trying most of these things. No, interesting. Again, I don't expect much anyways. We're not. I'm missing something in there. I feel like I'm missing something again.
5 cards short of a full house.
There we go. Then I collected all of it because I was looking for what's in the cards. Ah! What's in the cards? Ironic. Okay, now we gotta go and talk to the bar.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Playing harmonica.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
That's the 30-day round because of it. Scumbugging.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around, but nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I don't know, that sounds like an ass.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
It's key. Bro, this place is interesting but terrifying.
What the? Get the. Oh.
This place is an interesting yet weird place. Terrifying but intriguing.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder. Always conspiring behind our backs. Always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouthers' bodies were blessed by the sheep. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
Sure, Lewis. Sure, Lewis. That's not gonna go well with that. That's not gonna go well with that, Lewis. Not this time, at least. I think I had the same thing unless I changed it around.
You want a drink?
Too bad I can ask him what to do. Well, what are you gonna do about it anyways? Let's go until grease the grill. Sure, I'm just gonna rat on you. Not because I want to disable it, I just want to take what I can. I'm a dirty rat, but yeah, depends on what type of rat you got.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. They sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible, and when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family, and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice. Bittersweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of unpredictable.
Shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
They're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
you think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Oh yeah.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and... Albert, when you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
I just busy to write it on someone else because to get more out of it. That's because I can. I am not a rat. It's a night time for another rep. I actually want more help from the mine, but I need more generation health. Just hear the howls of the world are terrifying. Gets interesting yet terrifying in the same way. The horror. The Robert Fun expedition discovered the origin of the mass hysteria expedition was explored over near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition soon is lost. Albert Thornton was the only known survivor and was suspected of murder. I was hired to find any expedition members dead or alive. Thornton will be awaiting for my report to the manor itself over in Grove. I don't know what exactly sank the US Cyclops. I remember the screams and metal creaking while I'm feeling dead. Ah, my headache. It's worse than ever I had. I found myself falling around Sindri and hereby pieces of what helped me survive. I reached a small shore of the island. They found me later, starving half mad and blabbing about ancient ruins and their dizziness. First said none of what I thought I was seeing was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers gained after overproof. I found something horrible on that island. Something old and dark considering it still haunts me.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
I didn't realize the real one was before the war. The US Cyclops was sank in the Bermuda Triangle. It makes it more interesting. And second, being a triangle, and was because I was carrying like a certain type of load, is what caused it, supposedly serious. I want to sink the Cyclops.
Never again, they say. No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Mm-hmm. There is the dressing world by the moon. Number of attacks inside immigrants increased. Raiders are intensifying. With men in Martin's Mountains expose abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case with several illegal internal businesses captured and their own business sent to jail. The city outright has been cleaned and faced fisher scum long ago. Said Robert Thornton, head of a grand family. I heard only one thing. It started too late. I had no neglect on our civic duties. My son will still be here with us. Because everybody just killed him. Killed old Lewis. That was probably some damn brutal. Mr. Idiot, it seems you overexert yourself while conduct the investigation, Mr. Thornton. Forgive me for my audacity, but I brought you to Devil's Reef while you're unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there every time for you. Johannes or Jonathan.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Oh, more Restraint Center. There it was, I raided it. Back a loose side. Well, down here. Because most of the things are probably mucking around with something I wanted. Right. Need to find a medkit because one got killed by the wildebeest bastard. That's the brain one, I need help. Oh, hello. The nightmares. I brought upon the window's locked door. They are just men, yet in the arcane gains. They can't be real now, and only me, men and nightmares. A little longer, and I'll figure them out. Mr. Archer, seeing you dragging things into your mid-floors, I make you pay for the scratches you'll leave. Your landlord.
The door won't budge.
Oh, Jesus. Too many contingencies. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gone lost in the sea, and some now detailing the city of Betches. Only one thing, but now there is an enterprise found in the city port and 7 recovered ships. It's tying TD Prize sign, it can't be coincidence. Need to look it. Now if only possible and so investigating. Too many coincidences. That's gonna be something to deep into that later. Jesus. Just take a picture of that. Probably the reason why not wasted it, but they have no idea. Creepy. I think that's all we can explore down here. Let's go on and pay the landlord a visit.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Alrighty. Let's read what we have, and not too much. But what we don't know is there's a bunch of cases here. Seems not bad as for damage on natural appear. I can stop myself waking every means being stuck in the further visions. I want the eastern part of Salvation Harbor, here crossing the Fallen County Street and Ocean Church Road. It came in feeling of loneliness and the fear and tense of was a woman. Locked in the room, inflicted slowly rotting, my body turned to something, and itched so badly my face can hold the skin in both hands, ranging from grow until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road crying to some ignorance kick me and order me away. The visions are testing me. I pray with my mind, my only forgetting fears I can leave. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. Never thought my parents would leave and never come back. Small frails left alone and shocked to hunger, scared to stay inside, but starting scratching our corner they couldn't return. This moment returned. That's the first time it stalks me. I started when visiting Advent on the road. Purifying I saw manners of functions to try and evade the escape expression, fear and panic, depression. I took a very skull man started following me in the distance. Let it frighten me into the reflections, but I have never caught a straight view. The stalker should police has shocked me by scenes by a good, trustworthy gun, and I started practicing. No matter what different versions may be, there's always something frightening. Today was a man out of Overgrove and on wicked streets and between the side streets. Our eyes met, immediately felt burning exaltation and wild tormenting emotions. I saw him then, a mysterious thing touching him and kissing. The vision was so intense, I bent into two throat basket gates when he walked and cursed newcomers. I prayed wouldn't stop helping. Now, you want to close my eyes to see creatures around them. Tonight the air forced me to leave the hotel. Something's frying the sea wave made you breathe. Remember a huge apple tree, so I'll be nicer. And more I was afraid I'll tell anyone to see seizures. In addition to carrying a few blocks away apple tree, walking down the street I felt like drowning. I ran forward into the passing streets and church. I felt the water surrounding presence, calling all I need and desire, and marked to sink into the depths. I was in the Limber Street Easter Reed Hotel again. It's not just a vision, but a noise. Listening on radio static getting louder and louder. Voices from afar were lost in the sea desperately. I tried, so it was afraid of revealing locations. You would just come along after I passed the Balkan streets. All in streets past the bulk. It's on streets. This thing flooded in my mind and saw that my radio was talking to him. When he was dying, I felt he was one happy vision was gone. I'm afraid of the bathroom. Street and street each time I wash my hands. I tremble in fear when they talk to me. It began vision arrested in Reed Heights near crossing Eden. One of Baker Streets. I saw a man naked and covered in blood. Room was outdoors and windows surrounding the dark holes in the pairs. I was cutting himself piece by piece into the those copper mouths. Oh great. There were worshipping voices, sweet prom, and he couldn't even escape him and even notice me. I got up, I turned around any noise I saw yesterday. I walked down the Merrick Adventure, was down Avenue Street. I was hit, exhausting migraine. My nose started to bleed, and visions came. I saw one man lying a letter ending about stalking from behind. Somehow it was both Spectre and Cityman, but I had no idea how I cried out. The warnings are tied. Moving didn't work, it seems. I lost consciousness when the killer hit me in the hand. It took me several days. After the visions, I fear a sound a child's cry. Up in a Western Street, a Heights Street, I passed Albert Strain, but it's Oak Street. The list running down fast, you understand. It was jumping from window. It struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in a room. He was wearing something sharp and something elastic. And something stalking him, a face full of pointy legs and a face full of evil hatred circling. I can't forget it. That's always there's something weird, I tell you that much. Alright, next read a weird note I found in a room on the separate page of Oakmont Sephir there. Today I fell asleep in the street. I'm sure I collected vision somehow against striking head in the core streak near the street. Before I saw dizzy mouth, I saw a woman with keen eyes, giving me a drink, whispering me after I fell asleep, spending half a day lying in the dirt like a hobo, smirking at one soul and anything from me. A local incident scared me like an airplane so many people in their face pursue visions. Recently I met in part of a Graveling Bay walking down the whispering streets of Barry May to Hubbard Avenue when the visions came and stood among my instrument disguise. The woman listened to their leader, story captain, participating in pageant rites, copulating with a savage witch beast and still remembering my name, Obidi. I tell you, one of these things is going to be interesting, nonetheless. It was an interesting place to say at least. Well, right now I gotta end this here. This was not gonna be long. I'm grateful for what I can. But also, the more I dive into, the more things get dull because it's how that type of games work. Make a save to the Lost Bottom because I'm doing this also separately in my own time because I enjoy playing the game. Though again, this makes sense when doing it live, but again, I just do it because it means something different. So, you guys like this? You like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.